Fair Use. Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. September 22nd. A Limitless Load. Like a gaunt prospector, belt drawn in over the last ounce of food, our pick struck gold. Joy at our release from a lifetime of frustration knew no bounds. Father feels he has struck something better than gold. For a time he may try to hug the new treasure to himself. He may not see at once that he has barely scratched a limitless load which will pay dividends only if he mines it for the rest of his life and insists on giving away the entire product. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 128 through 129. When I talk with a newcomer to AA, my past looks me straight in the face. I see the pain in those hopeful eyes. I extend my hand, and then the miracle happens. I become healed. My problems vanish as I reach out to this trembling soul. Courage to Change, One Day at a Time in Al-Anon, September 22nd. The fifth step, admit it to God, to ourselves, and to another human being, the exact nature of our wrongs, is a very intimate experience in which we share our private thoughts and experiences with another person. Much has been said about the freedom this step offers to the person who is doing the talking, but it can be extremely rewarding to the listener as well. Most of us feel deeply honored to be entrusted to share in such a sensitive and personal experience. It's a wonderful opportunity to practice giving unconditional love and support by simply listening. Many of us hear stories that are similar to our own. Others can often identify with the feelings that are expressed. Perhaps we will be reminded of where we have been and how far we have come. We also see that, despite our outward differences, we have a great deal in common with others. Whether we practice this step by listening or speaking, we open ourselves as channels for our higher power. More often than not, we hear something that sheds light on our own situation. Today's reminder: when I respond to a request for help with working the Al-Anon program, I help myself as well. There is a quote from In All Our Affairs, and it reads, "There is no better way to keep our spiritual benefits than by giving them away with love, free of expectations, and with no strings attached." Just for today, Daily Meditations for Recovering Addicts, September 22nd. Keeping the Gift. Life takes on a new meaning when we open ourselves to this gift. Basic text, page 107. Neglecting our recovery is like neglecting any other gift we've been given. Suppose someone gave you a new car. Would you let it sit in the driveway until the tires rotted? Would you just drive it, ignoring routine maintenance until it expired on the road? Of course not. You would go to great lengths to maintain the condition of such a valuable gift. Recovery is also a gift, and we have to care for it if we want to keep it. While our recovery doesn't come with an extended warranty, there is a routine maintenance schedule. This maintenance includes regular meeting attendance and various forms of service. We'll have to do some daily cleaning, our 10th step, and once in a while a major 4th step overhaul will be required. But if we maintain the gift of recovery, thanking the giver each day, it will continue. The gift of recovery is one that grows with the giving. Unless we give it away, we can't keep it. But in sharing our recovery with others, we come to value it all the more. Just for today, my recovery is a gift, and I want to keep it. I'll do the required maintenance, and I'll share my recovery with others. Today, Emotions Anonymous, September 22nd. Reflection for today. This morning, I see the sun is not shining. That can contribute to my being a crab today if I let it. By noon, I realized that the reason the day is not being much fun is because I'm teeing off on people and situations around me. To become aware of myself in that situation seems to require a jolt. Someone coming back at me in such a way that tells me to shove off, to quit being a problem person. And even then, I sometimes tell myself it is okay to be a crab. The difficult part is sorting out when I am the problem and when the other person is. Meditation for today. Help me not to be a problem person. Help me to know when I need to stand firm for my position. I want to learn how to tell the difference. Today I will remember to at least make an attempt to sort things out, to tell the difference, then act on the decision. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families, September 22nd. Step 1. We run about attempting to control others and situations in an effort to avoid our own unmanageable lives. BRB, page 104. The need to try to control the people and things around us can be so strong. We may have this idea in our minds about how things should be. If only life were a certain way, we could feel good about ourselves. So we feel compelled to make the should a reality. We push and prod and manipulate to try to get others to do what we want, completely missing the fact that we have to clean up our own house first. In the meantime, the harder we push, the crazier we feel because others never quite measure up to our ideals. Step 1 tells us that control over others is a myth. Even though some things may change as a result of our efforts, we leave a lot of wreckage in our wake. Until we realize our powerlessness, until we realize the only ones we can truly change are ourselves, we will continue on a downward spiral, often driving the ones we care about from our lives, whether that happens emotionally, physically, or both. It's a paradox of this program that only by admitting our powerlessness can we gain true manageability in our lives. The affirmation reads, "On this day, I will remember to focus on myself and the changes I can make in my own life. I let others be so they can find their own path, even if it isn't the one I would choose for them." Please share, subscribe, like, and most of all, be the you that you are created to be. And remember that you are not alone and that recovery is possible, one day at a time.